Now I welcome Dr. Sreekumar V.B. to deliver his speech on bamboo biodiversity in India, as well as is quite thorough with the implementation of national bamboo mission. Anyway, Dr. Sreekumar is a senior scientist in forest ecology and biodiversity conservation division of Kerala Forest Research Institute, Pichi. He has several years of research experience in the field of floristics, plant systematics, phylogenetics, genetic diversity assessments, and long-term changes in phenology and seed dispersal of angiosperms. He obtained his PhD from Calicut University on systematics and phylogenetics of rattans in the Western Ghats. He had undertaken projects supported by DST, SCRB, UNDP, and Forest Department. He is an expert member, that is a technical advisory committee on bamboo and rattan, INBAR, task force on rattan, uses and development, Beijing, China. He is actively involved in the field-oriented projects in tropical forests of Western Ghats, northeastern India, and Andaman Nicobar Islands, in connection with the palms and bamboos, and published a good article that is on a field guide to the palms of India in 2011. Currently, he is working as a coordinator of Bamboo Technical Support Group, South Zone, supported by National Bamboo Mission. Dr. Sreekumar is a life member of Indian Association of Angiosperm Taxonomy, the International Society of Plant Morphologists, and Indian Botanical Society, Delhi. Now I request Dr. Sreekumar to address the gathering on bamboo biodiversity in India, as well as implementation of National Bamboo Mission to the extent possible. Thank you, Mr. Sreekumar ji. Please take on.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you enable the share screen?
Huh?
The share screen, can you enable?
What is that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
You can present now.
Sir, is the presentation visible?
Yes, sir. We can see your presentation.
Yeah, respected chair of the Bamboo Society and other dignitaries. So I'll be speaking two different topics. That is, one is bamboo diversity in South India, and another is about National Bamboo Mission and its different schemes. So I started my research on rattans, which is one of the important non-timber forest products from KFRI itself in 1998. Then after my PhD programs, and then after joining as a faculty, I shifted to bamboos. Then recently I took a charge on coordinating the activities of a bamboo technical support group, which is the South Zone of BTSG, funded by National Bamboo Mission. So we know that bamboo have a long association with the human well-beings, and it provide wide array of ecosystem services. We know that its ability to nutrient dispersal and cycling, then seed dispersal and primary productivity, then food resources like bamboo seeds and edible shoots, then bioenergy, then biochemical and other industrial products, then of course the carbon sequestration potential and climate regulation. We know that this year is the restoration. The UN have the June Environment Day, it is declared as the restoration. So bamboo is ideal for all the eco-restoration activities and plantation activities because of its ability to withstand the soil properties, recycling the soil properties, then waste decomposition. In many areas, bamboos are used as the phytoremediation. Potential, it is widely recognized. Then the purification of water and air, which is another important thing. And it is closely associated with our cultural values. So bamboo, its ecosystem services, it is, we need a good data on this, the ecosystem services provided by different bamboo species. So in 2016, recorded more than 10,000 uses of different bamboo species. Then bamboo, it is the key vegetal steel. The previous speaker pointed, in other countries, there are even schools, then large hotels, buildings, all are made up of different bamboos. So with regard to the distribution of bamboos in world, bamboos are distributed in Asia Pacific bamboo region, then American bamboo region and African bamboo region. So this bamboo species, it is there are herbaceous type, then woody type, and coming to the Indian area, most of the species are paleotropical woody bamboos, wherein this American bamboo region, mostly it is herbaceous type. Then coming to India, so bamboos are distributed in northeastern region, which is one of the key biodiversity hotspot, with several number of bamboo genera, even new bamboo genera are recently reported. Then next thing is the Andaman Nicobar Islands. The islands have most of the species in Andaman Nicobar Islands are endemic. Then another region is key bird hotspot region is the Western Ghats. So in India, there are 145 species, including the cultivated taxa. Then 118 plus 6 varieties are the native bamboos. So total we have 33 taxa, 33 genera, including the cultivated, and the endemic, the native genera, it is the 28. So this is just about the growth forms. Most of the people will know that there are tree forms. Then in Champion and Seth have exclusively pointed that the reed breaks in forest areas. Mostly the reed breaks belong to Docklandra, which is the medium sized, have a fibrous root system with soil protection and soil binding capacity. So most of these reeds are endemic. Then there are stragglers like Schistostachys and Ctenostachys and Pseudostachys, which is a drooping type. Then bamboo with long internode and medium size comes. Then the climbers, which is like the species like Dinoclava andamanica in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which is now popular in the mainland also as an ornamental plant. Then there are high altitude species in sholas, like shrubby type bamboos, like Arundinaria. Now, most of the Arundinaria species are shifted to a new genus, that is Kuruna. So mostly the Arundinaria we have in Himachal, which is entirely different what we see in the Western Ghats. So these are the short form bamboo, have high potential for the ornamental purpose. Then flowering in bamboos, mostly you know that some species having gregarious flowering. Then annual and sporadic or irregular flowering, it is there. Mostly some Ochlanda species is having the annual flowering. Then with regard to fruit and seeds, the caryopsis, like the bambusa bamboo, it is a small caryopsis with a membranaceous thin soft seed coat. Then in the case of Dendrocalamus, it is small seeds, hard a smooth crustaceous pericarp. Then Bacca type is also there in Melocan and Ocalandra, where the seed is fleshy. In Melocan, it is edible. So these are the three different forms of fruit and seeds in bamboos. And the nature of rhizomes, which is important in bamboos, because in the plantation point of view, there are monopodial bamboos and symbodial bamboos, as the picture clearly showing that. In monopodial type is a running type, where the rhizomes are long and slender. The diameter usually less than it comes. Mostly in the Himalayas, we have Phyllostachys, different Phyllostachys species, Phyllostachys assamica, Phyllostachys edulis. So mostly these are monopodial bamboos. Then symbodial bamboos with symbodial branching type of rhizomes. It is clump forming, and the internode are broader than long, and the rhizomes are usually short and thick in appearance. So when doing the plantations, this nature of rhizomes, which is important. So mostly in the monopodial species require very cool and very high altitude. It will be growing well, like in high altitude, especially in Arunachal and in Sikkim and Sikkim Himalaya belt. So this is another important, that is thin-walled, thick-walled, and most of the people know that there are different forms of nature of comes. So this is also important in the case of plantations. In some species, it is totally solid. So mostly the identification of bamboos, which is done by the help of this cum sheath, cum blade, and special features found in the bamboo cum sheath, like hair type, then auricles, then color pattern, and its texture, venation. So all these things are important for identification of different bamboo species. You can have a variation in Bambusa nutans, Bambusa bamboo, Polymorpha vulgaris, then Oxydendra ritchii. So in some cases it will be quickly deciduous, some cases it will be slowly deciduous, in some cases it is firmly attached. So it is some cases it is non-persistent. So the shape, thickness, then indumentum, and ciliation, color, texture, venation, all these things are important for the identification of bamboos. So another important thing is the identification of bamboo using DNA barcodes. So Kerala Forest Research Institute have actively done the DNA barcoding. Then we started the work for the last 4 years, and we started the barcoding. Most of the started with the priority the species recognized by National Bamboo Mission. Then we moved to commercially important plantation species. Then we started most of the species, like in Northeast. Now remaining, we need to barcode the Andaman bamboos. So why we what are the importance of barcoding? So it gives the precise identity apart from other molecular markers or other region. So this COBOL, the universal barcode of life, have a different region, identified different marker region, like MATK, RBCL, ITS. So these two markers are in combination. So we can see that precise identity can be obtained using, in some cases, there will be some deletion. In some cases, some nucleotide are replaced. In some cases, it is insertion is also there. So each bamboo species is having a unique barcode. So it can be identified in using the seedling stage, even in the dried stage. So the identification using DNA barcodes, it is quite important. So any material can be sent to KFRI, then we can give the precise identity. So this is important in the case of the certification of nursery material, especially in the seedling stage. Then now the new research is the whole genome sequencing. That is the draft genome sequencing of the important bamboos. So it is mainly for identification of the important traits, because the trait for the comes, it is totally solid. So which is the gene region for that particular trait. So identification of the sequencing the whole genome will give an idea about the important traits in bamboos. So in China, they have started with the Maso bamboo, that is Philostachys heterosylla. Then they have moved for another bamboos. So KFRI is started with sequencing some of the important species. It is very costly. The whole genome sequencing is very costly also. So we have moved towards the whole genome sequencing of important bamboo species. Then coming to my topic, that is bamboos in South India. We have around 22 bamboo species belong to 8 genera. That is bambusa bamboo, everybody, it is a common bamboo. Then we have 2 species in Dendrocalamus, then Oxytenanthera 2 species, then Pseudoxytenanthera 1, Tenostrachium 1, then Kuruna, that is the Arundinaria species. We have 4 Arundinaria, that is Kuruna, now shifted to Kuruna. Then Ocladra, the reeds, we have 10 species, which is distributed from the south up to Goa. Then Schizostachys, 1 important species we have. So this is a bambusa bamboo, which is widely distributed throughout India. It is a thorny bamboo. Then Strictus, Dendrocalamus strictus is another important species. We have different ecotypes. Then some Strictus, it is straightly, the comes are straightly growing. Some it is carved nature also it is there in some cases. Then Dendrocalamus toxia, it is potentially important species found in the Konkan belt. These are the distribution locations of the toxia. It is the species is long been cultivated. So the identification of wild population, it is quite difficult in the type, in the protolog, that in the original description it is recorded that somewhere in Konkan region. So the precise location is not given. So there are different ecotypes within Stocksii, which is found up to the Kasaragod and Kannur region in Kerala. So now we are, KFRI is started some trial plots of this Stocksii with a potential to introduce in the homesteads in Kerala. So we have done some trial plantations. Then another important species, Oxytenanthera, the 2 species in Oxytenanthera, which is least explored and least exploited. This Oxytenanthera bordeloni, it is large diameter, then straightly growing comes. Then another species, Oxytenanthera monodelpha, which is these 2 species are having isolated pockets, distribution in isolated pockets in Kerala and some region in Tamil Nadu. Then another important species, Tenostrachium whitei, that is this drooping type, having long internodes, very easy to view. So the people at Idukki region, they are preparing the important mat, that is Kannadipaya. It's having the precise, unique mat. So recently KFRI started working on the properties of this, the wood properties, the gum properties of these physical and then other parameter properties of this Tenostrachium whitei. So because this is a unique species. Then Pseudoxytenanthera richii, that is a total solid bamboo, which is distributed from Maharashtra up to Kerala. Then this species having isolated distribution in fragments. So this species need to popularize, and KFRI is started collection of this germplasm collection of this Richii from Maharashtra to Kerala. So we have established the germplasm in our bamboo system at KFRI in different accessions. Then we are doing the molecular characterization also to identify the superior genotypes. Then this Arundinaria or Kuruna, actually this Arundinaria, it is a high altitude bamboo. Then it is distributed from the Shola patches in Western Ghats and some species in Sri Lanka. So you can see that the size of this bamboo, it is hardly 10 centimeter to 15 centimeters. Some species it will grow up to 2 meters. So most of the species, this is Kuruna densifolia. It is seen in the Anamudi peak in Munnar region. So very short form of bamboo, and this requires special climate to cultivate. So these are the 4 species: Floribunda, Vacariana, and Whitiana. So the 2 region that is in Munnar, and another region is the Silent Valley top. So there are different Ochlanda species. We have 10 Ochlanda species. One species, that is Ochlanda talboti, found in the Karnataka region and also in Goa region. So the common species is Ochlanda travangorica. Then Ochlanda setigera, it is there. So most of the species are found in as reed breaks, and some species in the associated with the riparian vegetation in the rivers. So the Ochlanda species, it is having high potential for the riverbank stabilization, because in Kerala we have experienced floods in 2018. So after the post-assessment of flood, we found that most of these Ochlanda species are rejuvenating, and it is the riparian vegetation is regaining. So this can be used as a potential for the riverbank stabilization. So in Kerala, we are widely planting this Ochlanda, because the Bamboo Corporation is also requiring the Ochlanda for the preparation of mats, bamboo ply, and other things. Then in Andhra Pradesh, this Schistostachys polymorphum, it is also reported, which is also an important species. Then in Andhra, during our exploration, we found that the natural distribution, it might be planted, but it is naturalized. 2 species, that is Bambusa tulda and Cephalostachys pergracile. So the belt from Maridimilli to Gadchiroli in Maharashtra. So all the forest area, it is naturalized, these 2 species. So tulda, it is a small diameter tulda. Most of the river areas, it is common. This pergracile also, it is widely seen in the forest areas. So this is about the bamboo distribution in South India. Now we'll be moving to bamboo mission. I took charge on the coordinator of bamboo technical support group after the retirement of Dr. E. Muralidharan. So bamboo mission, it is in our, there is a national level committee, and each state having the mission director, state level mission directors. Then there are district level committees. So it is mainly for the holistic growth of bamboo sector that include bamboo cultivation and up to the marketing. So there are BTSGs, ICFRI Dehradun, then CBTC in Assam, then in South it is KFRI. So mostly the BTSGs are assisting National Bamboo Mission in production of the quality planting material, then for providing the training, and also for the R&D activities. So in Bamboo Mission, it is the funding pattern is for 60 to 40 between the state, center and state. Then especially in Northeast, it would be 90 to 10%. And for the BTSCs, they are giving the 100% of fund. So this is the schematic representation, how the NBM envisaged their activities. So the first thing is the production of quality planting materials. So it can be achieved through the certified nurseries. So all the nurseries which is certified, it is listed in the website of National Bamboo Mission. So in nurseries, the identification should be precise and it should be certified, because the seed source, then the correct identity of the species, then if it is tissue culture plants or rhizome propagated, so all these information should be there. So from certified nurseries, developing plantations, then developing plantations to bamboo treatment, then bamboo treatment to establishing depots and godowns, then from the godowns, the CFCs, the bamboo primary processing units, because as the previous speaker mentioned that most of the bamboo for in the furniture sector or other sector, the wastage is a major issue. So production of biochar, then production of charcoal. So all these things can be done through the primary processing units. So as a part of the zero wastage, it can be utilized for the production of biochar and the activated carbon or charcoal. Then there are different micro and medium processing units. Then its marketing is through either online or through the bamboo bazaar or the bamboo mandis. That is the bamboo market. So this is the way that all the activities of National Bamboo Mission, it is envisaged in the different states. So with regard to the, I will be quickly passing through each of the activities. So in for the nurseries, for the certified planting material, there are 3 schemes. That is high-tech nurseries, then big bamboo nurseries, and small nurseries. So its criteria, it is different. The funding pattern is different. So in high-tech nurseries, you should have around 50,000 number of saplings or seedlings per hectare per year. That is the mandatory for big bamboo high-tech nursery. So it should having its own compost unit, irrigation, drip irrigation system, then greenhouse and shade, then temperature regulation. It should be attached to a tissue culture lab. Then its total cost is 50 lakhs for 2 hectare nurseries. It will provide 50% fund for the private sector, as it is linked back-ended subsidy. So then big bamboo nursery, it is 25 number of seedlings per hectare per year production, and other parameters are same. So its area, it is 1 hectare. Its funding is total of 16 lakhs, and it will 50% for the private sector. 50% funding is the private sector. So in small bamboo nursery, it is size is 0.5 hectare with 10 lakh rupees. It having a production of 16,000 number of seedlings per year. So these are the 3 nursery types found in the National Bamboo Mission. Then with regard to the plantations, 2 type of plantations are there. High density plantation, that is mainly for the energy sector. So it is 1 lakh per year, which more than 1,000 seedlings in per hectare. Then there are block plantations or boundary plantations on the farmer's field. That is around 50 plants per hectare. Its total amount is 1 lakh per hectare. Then with regard to the treatment and preservation, so the bamboo mission is providing for bamboo treatment and seasoning plants, that is 20 lakhs per unit. In private sector, 50% of the cost is subjected to maximum indicative cost as credit link back ended in subsidy. Then for the carbonization plant, the total cost is 30 lakhs per unit. Then for the value added products or product development and processing, so setting up of different machines, so establishment of processing units and management of bamboo waste in the primary units. So for the establishment of primary units, the 20 lakhs, it is a project based. The total cost is 25 lakhs. That is for making the pellets and activated carbon. Then this establishment of processing units for value addition of bamboo, that is the machine like cross cutting, slicing, splitting knots, and removing, shaping, that the total cost is 30 lakhs. So the bamboo machine is also providing the fund for handicrafts, furniture making, jewelry making, then bamboo shoot processing, then agarbatti industries, then establishment of common facility center, then fabric or fiber extraction. So this is the price in lakhs. So the establishment of micro and medium processing units, that is these different units are envisaged. Then there are schemes for tools, equipments and machineries, like the technology interventions like enhancement of indigenous tools, equipment, other machineries, then technological superior tools, then equipments for machinery and in CFCs. So all the activities details are available in the National Bamboo Mission website with the clear operational guidelines for each of these activities. It can be googled through NBM NIC in home. So you can just type, we will get the number of nurseries in India, even in each states it is given. Then the details of plantations are also available in the National Bamboo Mission website. Then details of these agarbatti units, though there are separated portal for adding all these things. So for the marketing, recently Bamboo Mission have opened the special for in GEM website. So it can be all the bamboo comes, then brooms, then equipments, then emporium products, then tissue cultured plants. All these things are available in the GEM portal. So each farmer can be registered in the GEM portal, and this portal it can be ideal for the a platform for marketing all the products of bamboos. So this is the address of the GEM portal. So with about this, I'm sharing my experience on bamboos. So KFRI have a bamboo processing center. Then we have now moving to the production of charcoal and the production of biochar, then bamboo compost, because we have a bamboo processing center. So as a part of the wastage, we are converting to these different products. Then we have a bamboo system here with different species of bamboo. Then now we have started the gem blossom, all these commercially important bamboo species. We have started the gem blossom also. So I invite all to visit KFRI and to get the ideas of bamboo. So in our current bamboo nursery, we have more than 2 lakhs plants of 13 species. So any seedlings required can be contacted to KFRI. And now this year, as a part of the State Bamboo Mission, KFRI is providing 1.5 lakhs to raise the bamboo plantation in Kerala state. So moreover, we have developed some model plantations for this phytoremediation in polluted lands, how to regain the soil capacity and how to improve the soil capacity. So we have developed in near to KFRI. So some model plantations are also available. Thank you.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Sreekumar V.B. Can hello.
Yes, yes,
I am Sundar Naik.
yes.
We are asking the farmers, bamboo farmers, to raise bamboo plantations,
Yes, yes,
either at their own or under national bamboo mission.
yes.
The big question in front of the bamboo growing farmers is that after growing bamboo, what is the buyback arrangements made by the government or bamboo mission? Is there any such a provision has been made in Kerala?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Now, sir, bamboo mission, they are assembling all the bamboo plantations. So each now they are moving to a group of bamboo farmers. So it can be shared. Then a big platform is coming for the bamboo sector, different bamboo sector, different peoples. So the marketing won't be any problem. So such an intervention is coming from the National Bamboo Mission.
Okay. There should be a MOU, Memorandum of Understanding or Agreement between the buyer and grower.
Yes, yes,
Then,
sir. In the case of this bamboo plant, bamboo tulda, so the cycle agarbattis, they are ready to take up as much as quantity. So during the meeting, so this bamboo, they are using bamboo tulda for making agarbatti. So we had a meeting with Mr. Arjun Ranga. So they are ready for the MOU with the farmers. In the case of this bamboo tulda.
very good. Very good. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we move on to question and answers right now. There's a question from Navya. What are the main points to remember and follow for a startup venture in bamboo products? It's a very generic question. Would you like to attempt, Mr. Sreekumar, Dr. Sreekumar?
Sir, what is the question?
What are the main points to remember and follow for a startup venture in bamboo products?
Yes, sir. As pointed by the chairman, the marketing opportunity, that is the major thing. Then another thing is the quality of the product. So most of the now the bamboo products have moved to a different level. As we seen in the traditional level, most of the products, it is well treated. Then, sir, another thing I should be pointed, it is the certified products. Because we need bamboo products certified. In other countries, all the products are certified. So the certification is one of the major lagging issue, as our pointed. So I shall be grateful if we can a separate interaction on the certification of the bamboo products.
We would love to, sir. Yes, Mr. KP Murthy, please go ahead.
No, this is if she's asking about some inputs about a startup. I want to know what is her background and what is she wanting to do, number one. Number two, any startup, people have to go through an incubation. So we need to understand, is she an engineering person or she is an entrepreneur? What's her background? If she tells us, sends her background information, we can advise connecting her properly.
Kindly stay on standby. I'll see if she's available.
She raise the hand and talk.
Yes. I'm going to Miss Navya. You're on talk. You can talk right now. You can ask your question.
Miss Navya.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm an entrepreneur, sir.
Oh, very good. What's your background, engineering or commerce?
I'm not engineering. I'm not from engineering background, sir.
So what is your connect with bamboo? Are you currently becoming a member of Bamboo Society or you're already a member? What's your plan with bamboo? Hello?
Yes, sir. I
Started?
have already registered, sir.
No, you are inside this program today. Are
Correct.
you a member already, or you are becoming a member? Or
A
what
big-
is your interest? How did you generate interest in bamboo to have a startup action?
Okay. I want to become a member, sir, firstly.
Please do become. Then,
And-
what is the background? You have already running an industry now, or what exactly is your plan?
Yes.
What is your current
Actually,
profession? Current profession.
Current profession is organic business I'm into, sir.
Come again?
Organic products, sir.
You are manufacturing organic products.
Yes, sir. Manufacturing.
So if you are looking at organic products, are you looking at bamboo application in agriculture?
That's right, sir.
There is a way to do it. I think we can, any of the resource people can answer you at the same time. It depends on, I have seen people who are manufacturing fertilizers and for regeneration of the soil, and there is a way you can mix the activated charcoal into that and farm manure into that and then make it as a product. If you are looking at the agricultural regeneration, that's number one. Number two is if you are looking at, I don't know what's your plan. As a product, this is one good way to soil regeneration through fertilizer, because that's one answer. The second way is to, if you are taking up a consultancy or an outreach program in agriculture to regenerate or the water conservation through bamboo fencing around, or whatever is your way, there are ways to take the advantage to farmers and tell them if you are in an area where you are able to reach farmers. So there are two things. If it's the product, it would be a soil regeneration, and otherwise it is outreach activity of benefits of bamboo for water conservation. As the Dr. Sreekumar also mentioned on degraded lands, you can take up a work of that kind. So either the work or a product making. If you are in a product making, you need to go to an incubation, and we will try to connect you to proper people.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. That was really
Yeah,
informative.
please do become and let's know so that we can go into more details. And I
Definitely, sir.
request all the people today, 49 people now, to definitely become members so that we will also learn more from you and take the advantage of your great interest to spread this bamboo and promote bamboo in a big way.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Because we believe in doing action. No, that's the way to do things.
Thank you, KP Murthy sir. We move on to next question. What are the quality parameters required for production of high value bamboo crop production system? Dr. Sreekumar, would you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the qualities that mainly is the seed source, the important seed source, its parameters, like it should be ensured that from that large diameter, for establishing a plantation, it should having the large diameter, then it is the superior quality material, planting material.
Thank you. I think this question can be further answered by your certification program.
Yes, yes.
We'll have a separate session on this.
Yes, yes.
That should cover the high value bamboo crop production systems. Thank you. So I think we have Mr. Prince Bagdi, who has raised his hand. I will probably take him online. Mr. Prince.
What is the question?
Mr. Prince, are you there?
I can't see his question. What is his question?
Mr. Prince? Okay, we move on to...
Then I see another question on this Oaklandra. Most of these Oaklandra, this bamboo corporation are using. Then other industrial purpose, it is not mainly for the bamboo preparation of bamboo plies by the Bamboo Corporation. That is mainly for the Socalandra.
Okay. Please mention the next question from Mr. Raghu. Please mention major bamboo species procured from Northeast states or other places to Karnataka. That will help to promote particular species in demand, which may attract MOU from company. So basically they're asking what major species are can be procured from Northeast states into Karnataka.
Yes, it can be that Balkova, Bambusa Balkova, then Bambusa Tulda, large diameter Tulda. So in Tulda is having a small diameter and large diameter. I have seen very large diameter Tulda naturally growing in Northeast areas. So this can be planted. So apart from this, there are Dendrocoloma species depending on the site quality. So if I can help them, what type of land, especially then the type of land that can be, we can suggest the appropriate species. Already we are giving the suggestions also, depending on the site quality parameters. So I can contact through my email, vbskumar@gmail.com. Then we can give, depending on the site quality parameters, we can give the ideal species, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We have one more person has raised his hand, Mr. Mohammad Sheikh. I'm allowing you to talk right now. Mr. Sheikh, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. My question is to Dr. Murthy, sir.
Please go ahead.
I heard that most advanced technology for making charcoal is in France. So is there any similar unit in India also?
Well, charcoal making is all around. Okay.
No, sir. My question is the most advanced technology adopted today is in France.
I will check on that and come back to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Because charcoal making should be made as simple as possible on the ground, so that the very idea is to now, if you look at the charcoal making from the coconut shells,
Right, sir.
that is that gives you some direction very well. The idea is to make things cost effective. It's not that high intense unless you are looking for a huge project investments. So how we can make it as many places as possible, as economical as possible, as efficient and as quality as possible. So I will check on this French thing what you talked about, because there are a lot of things happening around. But our idea is to make it into a common man reach as much as possible, at least for common investors, you know, because
Right,
bamboo is everywhere, no, wherever it is present, like Kerala, like Chhattisgarh, like Odisha, like, you know, Northeast. So let us take the
Right, sir.
examples of based on the charcoal made out of the coconut shells, which is the current
Right, sir.
situation. What is
Sir,
your profession, my friend?
I'm assistant professor in engineering, sir.
In which place?
It is near Pune,
Which
Maharashtra.
college?
Government College of Engineering and Research, Ausari.
Ausari.
Yes, sir. Ausari Khurd.
What's your number? I will send you the information to you if I get it today, if I can. What's your number?
Thank you, sir. My number is 88 3030 3205.
Mr. Professor?
Mohammad Sheikh.
I will check on this French thing and come back to you.
So nice of you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What
Thank
is
you,
special
Mr.
about
Mohammad
it, I will
Sheikh.
come back to you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Mohammad Sheikh. We move on to our next question from Mr. Shiva Prakash.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Shiva Prakash, please go ahead.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. See, I attended KFRI for that one bamboo session for 4 days. See, what we are thinking is in both the river belt, especially Krishna river belt, from last 3-4 years, we are facing the problem of flood. So, if the entire river belt, if the government thinks by taking the help of central government, if they develop a bamboo plantation at the both of this thing, then can we think that some of this flood kind of a situation can be avoided, and for all the villagers or the farmers, whosoever is having the delta in the that river belt, they can make use of the bamboo and they can either sell it the bamboo this thing, or the villages nearby, they can also develop some rural artisans for developing this thing. But only thing is what we are facing is the availability of the seedling material, because there are a lot of schemes are available to develop 1 hectare or half an hectare, that kind of this thing. When I approached KFRI and at that point of time, the availability of the basic material is itself is a very limited. So where we can approach for that? Can anybody help on that line?
Sure.
Mr. Shiva Prakash,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Dr. Bharati is on this line.
He is on the line, sir.
I
Dr.
think
Bharati.
this question can go to him, number one. Number two, Indian Wood Science and Technology, they have done a project on flood control on the river sides of the Krishna belt 2 months ago. That is another information. But I think Dr. Bharati can take on this question quickly because he has an experience on this flood control situation. If it is accepted, that is okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for allowing me to reply this. Before going to this question, I'll just go to the earlier question where they were talking about the charcoal. Charcoal can be made right from just open firing. The recovery is very low, less than 10-15%. If you close them and if you make a kind of a chamber and do that, it'll go to around 25-30%. If you really go to the level of making pyrolysis or gasification, the charcoal production is going to be higher and higher quality with a better surface area. Now, what he was talking about is the French technology, which is in Europe. It's called superheated steam technology, where the carbon content of the bamboo happens to be 48-52%. You'll be able to get almost 45% of the raw material as charcoal, where the steam is produced through the gas which is made available from the bamboo or any other material, and it will be heated, the superheated steam at a high pressure. It is super thermal pressure. It's going to convert biomass or the carbohydrate into a char. That is called the charcoal. And that is apart from this, the different technology, different investment, different recovery, and the different requirement. So coming back to the one which is asked now, which is discussion is, can the bamboo control the flood situation? Yes. All of us know bamboo has got only a root depth of 2 feet, but laterally they go to a level of 10-20 feet, which means it makes the entire fibrous. A lot of airspace is created. There are literatures available and which able to show 74% of the area is created in the first 60 centimeters of the soil, which means the bamboo can hold 430 millimeters of water. Which, in other words, the first couple of rains, the rainwater is going to be absorbed like a foam material below the root. So bamboo, any water falling on the bamboo field will never go out of the field till it saturates to a level of 430 millimeter. In terms of liter, it is almost 17 lakh liter of water per acre. It's like a small pond. And that's the amount of water is available. And all these are published, not now, 1996, 97, even before 2000, it's all done. So bamboo is an excellent soil erosion control by itself, but the soil erosion comes because of flash flood. With the global warming, with the change in weather, the rainfall intensity is going to be very, very high in a short time. And that's a time these kind of bamboo roots will be able to take care of them. In the slope, it will be able to excellently, very well, it will be able to soak it, absorb it. And because of that, the water table keep increasing. There is a book published already by NBM for a work done in Allahabad way back in 1996 in India. And 2000, they found out the water table in all the area increased by 6 meters. 40 meters was the depth of the water well, and in 1996. In 2000, the water level increased to 33.4 meters. And the water in the lakes never dried. So like this, there are quite a lot of examples available. The bamboo is able to retain the water, release water either to the ground as to increase the ground table, or is able to give it in the side. So bamboo is excellent choice for that matter. Is there anything which else I need to know?
The availability of bamboo for the purpose.
Okay, bamboo is available. To see earlier, 20 years back, bamboo used to be available only through seeds and through the cuttings and the rhizome cuttings. Today, there are a lot of tissue culture labs are there in India. They are able to make plants available in any quantity and any species. So, but then only thing is the process time for the tissue culture labs are all over 15 months to 24 months. One should know in advance. So for example, I am running a lab where I make around 1 lakh plant every day. And then we keep close to around 50 to 60 lakh plants always in my greenhouse for different stages. We also export to 25 different countries in the world. And plants available from me, like me, there are a lot of other people also there. I'm not the only person, but I'm the largest in the world, doing for the last 15 years in India, totally 20 years tissue culture of bamboo. So like this, there are a lot of people are there. So bamboo is available, as was sent by Sreekumar. It should be certified material. Government of India today is giving certificate. Through the Department of Biotechnology, they're giving for 2 certifications. One, are the plants are free from virus. When you do the propagation like this, what happens? The virus is also propagated. Number 2, is the species is correct? Number 3, is the species got any variability among the plant or not? So genetic fidelity is also tested. They are providing with the certification for the bamboo, and this is available with a good big labs. Today it's available. When somebody is taking it, please ask for this certification. Please ask for the number. Then you know that you are getting a genuine planting material. Our Dr. Sreekumar is going to speak, I think, in a couple of weeks about the quality standards. This will be one other thing there in that.
Yeah, I have Bharti.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have this thing. See, actually, I know your Bhima bamboo. Okay, that is one of the species which you are developed, and in fact, I worked in power sector also, and for a biomass, I targeted somewhere around 50 acres for that. But only thing is the cost of the sapling. The cost of the sapling, which is the one thing which makes for a larger projects to get that much of fund and implement this thing. That's one of the question we have in implementing the projects. That's number 1. Second one is mostly I got clarified with your conversation that due to the what do you call tissue culture bamboo, this thing, it takes time. That is why, so there may be some time gap and the development, this thing. But what happens, actually the projects like advanced to plan for 1 year or 2 year, that is a very cumbersome, and the funding expectation and all those things will be a question mark. That's why, what is the minimum time we can come to you for this thing, and what is the minimum cost per sapling we can get it?
You can come to me for tomorrow for 60 lakh plants. If it is more, you should wait for some time.
What's the cost?
Minimum cost. If you're taking a large scale, like, let's say around 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs, we can make you available at 25 rupees a plant. 25 rupees a plant is hardly 20% of the project cost of plantation, and which makes you to give 3 times more yield. The conventional bamboo is not able to reach more than 10-15 tons, whereas this is able to go up to 40 tons. So because of which you're paying more money to this. A normal plant in the conventional plant doesn't cost not less than 10 to 15 rupees. And there are people who are selling normal plant itself at 35, 40, 50, 150 rupees. For example, you are talking about the Stocksy. Stocksy in Maharashtra is sold anywhere from 75 rupees to 150 rupees a plant. Thyrostock is very varied. It's available in Tripura. If you want to bring it and plant it here, it costs 150 rupees. Sorry, 150 rupees. And the same plant through tissue culture is available only for 45 rupees. It's cheaper in tissue culture, conventional material compared to the what planting material you're looking for. And as a project cost, as a commercial man, since you said you want to do large scale, the cost of planting material is only 20%, which is true for any planting. If you take banana plantation, it's going to be the same kind of a cost. When you do that, your yield is increasing by 100% more. So for that, the additional investment of 20% is definitely going to justify it.
Yeah, my one more this thing, Bharti, actually, see, I am thinking in the line that, see, for example, any forest department developing bamboo saplings and other this thing, they are distributing maybe around 5 rupees to 8 rupees. And when even your banana also, it is getting at 10 to 12 rupees. So can't, is it possible to give at that price in a larger scale?
Yes, sir. You said 10 rupees to 12 rupees a banana. A sucker banana conventionally available for less than 1 rupee. A tissue culture plant is available 10 times more costlier. You also said that forest nursery available for 5 to 10 rupees, which is not really correct. However, take it to granted that 5 rupees available, 25 rupees only 5 times more. In fact, today, Maharashtra government is taking 12 lakh bamboo plants from me at this price. Now, Karnataka government forest department is also buying the plant and giving it to them at 30 rupees and 35 rupees and 40 rupees. So it is, if you want to do a large scale plantation, right at the moment, the investment, what is going into the tissue culture labs is so high, it's around 10 to 12 crore rupees with the expenditure of over, 5 to 6 crores a year. One need to sell at that price to see that it is recovered. So because of that only, it is expensive. I've been working on the bamboo, reducing the cost of tissue culture plants. And, a day will come, maybe we'll be able to give it at 15 rupees a plant. When the volume production requirement is going to be more, it's going to be there. But right now, international price for bamboo is around 70 rupees to 80 rupees a plant. What is going from India? And what is sold in those countries, it's all close to $2, almost 160 rupees a plant. India is very cheap. And, over a period of time, likely that the bamboo plant may come down the price.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bharati, for the elaborative discussions. Much appreciated, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very interesting debate and conversation. Thank you one and all for your presence, and hopefully we'll see you next week soon. Thank you very much, Dr. Bharati. Thank you, Dr. K.P. Murthy, sir. Thank you, everyone.